Welcome to the 6th video tutorial of openCONFIGURATOR. In this tutorial, let us see the steps to add a firmware file to a control node or a modular child node. Devices may support a firmware upgrade in order to fix bugs or to provide additional features. Now, let us see the steps to add a firmware file to an openCONFIGURATOR project. Open any existing openCONFIGURATOR project with a control node and a modular child node. Right-click on the control node and select Add Firmware. This opens the PowerLink firmware wizard. Browse for the firmware file with extension .fw. The openCONFIGURATOR checks the value of vendor ID and product code in the selected firmware file against the values of the control node. On successful validation, you will see the success message displayed in the wizard. Now click the Finish button. The firmware file will be added to the control node. An overlay icon to the node in the PowerLink network view indicates that the firmware file is successfully added. Similarly, you can add a firmware file to a modular child node. Now you can see the firmware files are added to the control node and the modular child node. If the device description file contains reference to a firmware file, then the corresponding firmware will be added to the device automatically. Build the openCONFIGURATOR project and check on the console logs for successful builds. Open the Project Explorer view and expand the output folder. Along with the auto-generated output files, a new folder FW and FW info file will be generated. To allow an automatic upgrade of the firmware of devices in a PowerLink network, make sure that your PowerLink master has got a firmware manager implemented. For example, OpenPowerLink 2.6 or higher provides a firmware manager functionality. Now you need to copy the FW info file and FW folder into the binary path of the PowerLink application and run the application with a generated CDC file. The managing node upgrades a firmware to a control node and the modular child device in the network. Now the devices will be upgraded to the configured firmware version. Thank you for watching this video.